What are personal injury protection, PIP, coverage limits? Have you ever wondered how personal injury protection, often called PIP, can help you after a car accident? Let's break down what PIP coverage limits are and why they matter. Personal injury protection coverage is a specific type of auto insurance that helps pay for medical expenses and other related costs if you get injured in a car accident, no matter who caused it. This is why it's often referred to as no-fault insurance. Now, when we talk about PIP coverage limits, we are referring to the maximum amount your insurance will pay for these expenses. These limits can vary based on the state you live in and the specific policy you choose. In some states, PIP is required, while in others, it is optional. Typically, PIP coverage includes payments for medical bills, lost wages if you cannot work, and even services like child care or house cleaning that you might need if you are injured. It can also cover funeral expenses if the accident results in death. The coverage applies not just to you, but also to family members living with you, passengers in your vehicle, and sometimes even to people driving your car with permission. In states where PIP is mandatory, the minimum coverage limits can differ widely. For example, in Florida, the minimum PIP coverage limit is $10,000. On the other hand, some insurance companies may offer higher limits, often capping around $25,000. If your medical expenses exceed your PIP limit, you will be responsible for the remaining costs unless you have additional coverage. Let's look at a practical example. If you live in Florida and have the minimum PIP coverage of $10,000, but your medical bills from an accident total $15,000, your PIP will cover only up to $10,000. You would then need to pay the remaining $5,000 out of pocket unless you have extra coverage. PIP coverage is especially important because it allows you to access medical care and financial support quickly, without waiting for fault to be determined. This can be a huge relief during a stressful time. In summary, PIP coverage limits define how much financial protection you have for medical and related costs after an accident. With minimum limits set by state laws and maximum limits typically around $25,000, it's essential to understand your options. You can often choose higher limits based on your needs and what your state allows.